what's going on, everybody? Happy October. Today is the first, and with that being said, we will get right into it. Hopefully, everybody's having a good start of the month and all that goodness and everything that comes with it. Today, we're just hanging out. We could talk about Marvel, DC, Transformers, collectibles, whatever it is that you want. That's what we're going to do today. I decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and just do this. And yep, you saw it right. We're going to do it with an open mic just because I want to let some of y'all, just talk and, be able to interact and all that good stuff. It's always good to hear the fans and people on the other side and all that good stuff. So wherever you are around the world, hopefully you could tune in, and if not, then hopefully you can catch this later at a different time, just because I know everybody's on different time zones and stuff like that. So it is what it is, and what can we do? So while we wait for these let me see while we wait for all these notifications to go out and stuff like that, and we will see. Let's see. I'm just waiting. All right, let's see. We'll check right now in a few. For some reason on my end, it's not showing the comments. I'm trying to see them, and I can see over here, but it's not showing for some reason. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not. For some reason that's strange. It's not showing the comments for me like usual. Trying to see it on the side, but I might have to look at it from the phone and stuff like that. So I don't know what's going on. Let's see. What's going on, Marvel? Where's the Marvel? Appreciate you for watching. Also, Zubair, what up? What up? Ace, what up? What up? Just here chilling with y'all and stuff. For some reason, I don't know why the comments are not showing. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I'm actually on the PC right now, so I was like, let me see if I could do this with this whole thing. So um, yeah, for some reason it's just not showing. It's not showing the comments, which is unusual. Usually it shows it, but I guess I have to look at it from the other phone that I have and stuff like that. So let's see. Restore the Snyderverse all day. Make comics, Kamen Rider, cool with a comment. What Kamen Rider? Yeah, those Kamen Rider things they're pretty dope. You know, hopefully I know they'd be doing a lot of toys and stuff like that, merchandise. Um, but yeah, let's see. It's kind of hard because I'm actually on the PC, and I'm actually having to read the comments directly from the mobile device. This is a first that this happens. Not sure why. Let me see something. Maybe because of that. Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on right now with the comments. Trying to see why it's not showing anybody's comments. Let me see. Let me put this in the comments section just so y'all can see. Comments are not showing for me. All right, let's see. So that one is showing on my end. So when I put that, but for some reason, when I usually get the comments from everybody, they usually are on the side, but I can't see them. So yeah, that's kind of unusual. It's probably the app or something that's having problems right now. So I guess it is what it is. I'm gonna have to just look at the what do you call it? What do you call this? From the mobile. Let me see. All right, so look, check this out. I want to do something. I want to have an open mic with y'all. I'm not going to let everybody get on it. I'm only going to open it and allow certain people to come on. All right. I'll bring you on probably for like about, a few seconds max, if anything, like a minute. You could talk, say, please keep it positive. If you are going to say something negative, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to ban you and report you. Don't play around. You don't want me to report you. Just keep it cool, and just talk with topic. Don't talk off topic. Last time that we were doing this, I know some people like got in here and they started saying a whole bunch of negative things and stuff like that. So we're not doing that today. This is why I'm only letting one by one, and I'm not letting everybody. If I've seen your comments and I see you that you always constantly interact, and I know that you're cool, even if you and me don't agree, that's fine. But do not cross the line. I'm telling you, please keep this for everybody to enjoy. And most of all, just keep it respectful. That's all I'm asking. So if I bring you on board, feel free. You can share your opinion and stuff like that. Just try to keep it respectful. And let's just keep it positive vibes. Honestly, let me put the link so whoever wants to join. Like I said, I'm not gonna let everybody join. I'll let some people join. So whoever wants to jump on and say, keep it cool. Like I'm saying, I'm telling you straight up, I'm ready to ban you. Don't push it and don't say nothing negative if I allow you to come in. Honestly, keep it cool and keep it respectful. Honestly, we don't want to ruin this for everybody. So you know, let's just keep it like that. Let's keep it chilling if you want to say. Um, yeah, for some reason it's just not showing the what do you call it? The comments where it usually shows on the side. That's very unusual, but it is what it is. So like I said, yeah, the open invite is there. So if you want to go on and talk, that's fine. Let's see. Let me just read the comments. Meanwhile, and stuff. Yeah, hell yeah, you already know Eric. Open mic. Ronaldo, what's up? Let's see. You have the there it goes. Now the comments are popping up. All right, cool, cool, cool. Now I can see that. That was so random. Um, yeah, let me try to see if I can catch up. All right. Let's see, let's see. I know I saw these earlier. All right, let's see. All right. So we got Eric. All right. So like I said, just keep it respectful. All right. So I'll let you in. But please, I'm telling y'all everybody. I don't want to, but if I have to ban people, I will. All right, let's just keep it cool and respectful for everybody today. All right,
All right, sounds good. Hey, what's up, man?
not much, and you.
Doing all right.
So what's up?
I'm
Talk to
just
us.
what was that?
Talk to us.
Oh, okay. So, no, I was just getting ready and looking over my schedule for now that it's like October and shit. The LA Fashion Weeks are about to start, so I'm just getting my schedule ready.
Nice.
So, how about
Cool.
you guys?
Not much. Just here, just chilling with y'all and stuff like that. Just decided to hang out and said, you know what, let's do an open mic just because, sometimes it's good. Last time I know, I don't know if you saw the last one, but it got a little wild. So I was like, yeah, we're not doing that. So I'm just like, let's do it again today. So yeah, what are your thoughts
I
on whatever?
haven't,
Yeah.
I haven't. Uh, well, honestly, I haven't. Well, speaking of the open mic, I haven't done a StreamYard open mic since like what was it, like 2025. Okay, but like 3 or 4 years ago, it was True 31's channel.
All right. So it's been a minute.
Yeah, so it's been a minute. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Um, and let's see. And then what was it? And then on Discord earlier, I saw this DC. Did you hear about DCKO?
Not familiar with that one.
Okay, so I just saw a trailer of it on Discord earlier, and apparently it's kind of almost set up like Warworld almost, where 32 DC heroes and villains are gonna verse each other to see which one will win the Omega King title. So Darkseid is literally
Oh,
running that tournament.
yeah, I think I did. I did see something like that. Now that you said that, it shows the brackets of all the characters, and I guess the last two that are gonna face off or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I did see that. I think I saw it like yesterday or something like that. When I was scrolling, it just popped up through the feed. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see what they do with that. I mean, is
yeah,
that like the comics or something? Something?
yeah. And then I was a little. See, that was surprisingly a comic that I do want to check out because that was they said one of Scott Snyder was one of the writers, and I'm like, dude, Scott Snyder like wrote some dope ass shit, like even back in like the New 52
Yeah.
era. Like he's the one that wrote the like for the Batman run. He's the one that wrote the Court of Owls and shit.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice. Yeah, isn't he the one also that's doing Absolute Batman also now?
I think so.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
I've heard about batshit absolute Batman is. It's almost like if you take the Snyderverse and just amp it up by like 1,000 and shit.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. That it's pretty dark and stuff. So it's like yeah. Yeah, I haven't checked it out. I mean, I keep hearing a lot of good things. I might check it
Yeah,
out too.
and then I heard about like what was it? Extreme what was it? What was it? Absolute Wonder Woman and Absolute Zatanna, and I'm like
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I don't I don't remember too much about that because like I was literally in Tokyo when I heard about that tweet of like this is what Absolute Wonder Woman and Zatanna look like, and I'm like, holy fuck.
Oh, damn, nice. Yeah, I did hear about that one. The one from Santana, that one I didn't hear that one yet, but I did hear about something about Wonder Woman that was I guess on the works. If it's coming soon. I don't know. Again, DC, they're all over the place right now.
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, I haven't paid much attention to I haven't really paid much attention to DC lately. I mean, maybe in passing, I'll see like a clip or two, like the most recent Lex Luthor return in Peacemaker. I only
Yeah,
saw that clip recently, but I'm probably still not gonna watch the rest of the series. But
yeah,
but then I start to kind of drew the line where he talks about what was it? Some metahuman with dragon scales, butt fucking. I was
yeah.
like,
The
I
thing
was like,
that
who
the
wrote? I
show.
was like, I was like, who wrote this?
Yeah, man. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Honestly, I'm like, it's like they ran out of creative ideas. It's like I really don't know.
Like, or like they have to like throw controversy in there just for the sake of attention.
It could be. I mean, I really don't know what they're doing. That's why I'm not really interested in what's going on. But
Yeah,
again, this is what they're doing right now.
I mean, I'm not really paying attention anyway because it's like, I think I mentioned before in passing on the comments recently that lately I would rather prefer to be creating shit instead of like just consuming and critiquing and everything because that just becomes like a circle jerk. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, it's tough. The industry has changed. It's not what it used to be. It's a shame, but
Yeah,
I don't know. This is where they're at.
and aside from like the economics and everything, like even like how like the political shit, and I haven't dived too deep into it, but how it's affecting that landscape too.
Yeah, everything. Unfortunately, that's what this industry. It's all connected one way or the other. Unfortunately, and it
Yeah,
just ruins everything.
yeah. I guess you could say that in real life we're kind of going through our own real life court of owls, where they're all the same. They're all kind of the
Yeah,
same people.
yeah. Unfortunately, this is why they need to stick to what the characters and what the lore and everything that has to do with within their universe and just focus on that. But it is what it is with Hollywood. Hollywood is it's a mess. It's always been a mess, and I guess it just continues to get worse.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's why I think you were talking about it before, where it's like, why don't you just focus on like making a good movie instead of just like throwing random shit in there?
Yeah, I think they just ran out of ideas, and they're at the point where they're like, you know what? It, right now, it's not even like if it sticks and it works. It's just more like I don't even care. Just put it in there. It's like it's just the downfall, I guess, of the industry. It's I don't even have words for it, honestly. It's like it's pretty sad.
Yeah, but that's why like I don't think I think like just getting it to work is not enough anymore. Like kind of like the only reason we go back to say like Peter Jackson or Sam Raimi or Christopher Nolan is because it didn't just work; it resonated.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, once
That's something that everybody forgets. Is like it needs to resonate with you. It needs to like hit you at a personal level.
yeah, big time for sure. It's pretty wild. It's like it gets to a point where it's like who knows what they really want to do, and like one road just like splits into three, and I'm like, what the hell are they doing? It's like I think by this point everything is just so tangled up. It's like I don't even know if they can even come back from it. Like it at least on DC, it's such a mess. Marvel, at least they're trying, but DC is just so tangled up where it's like, yeah, I'm like, I don't see any way out with them. unless
But
that Bible
even
comes out.
but even then, with like Doomsday and everything,
Yeah.
it's like there's like a main portion of the audience is like the Gen Zers that grew up with MCU Spider-Man, Tony Stark, Thor. They primarily grew up with the MCU characters, but they're not familiar with the X-Men. So I feel like by throwing in the X-Men crowd, like sure, it'll get the OGs coming back in to check it out, but I would say compared to like Endgame or even Infinity War, Doomsday's audience um applause is going to be mid at best.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen though. Things are kind of like shaking right now, but I mean, I guess the industry has its moments where it comes and goes, and I think that's where we are right now. It's just, but this shakeup is very I guess it's just really critical on both Marvel and DC and everything.
Yeah,
It's affected everything big time.
yeah. I mean, and yeah, you're right. The industry does have like it's like ups and downs and whatnot, where it's like eventually needs that one breakout movie to get it to like to get to shake back um into like a more prominent era again, because that's how it was with the original George Lucas Star Wars movie.
Right.
A lot of the movies back then were so dramatic, and this is also during the '70s where it was after Nixon had let his country down. Everybody was like cynical in America. Oil prices were through the roof. So Star Wars came in, and then it reinvigorated everybody with a sense of like yeah, we need hope again.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's what the problem with the industry is. Like back then they cared, and then now it's like they don't. It's that they say they care, but it's like what the hell, It's like I don't know. I'm just I don't even have words for it. That's how screwed up it is.
Yeah, But but yeah, just kind of want to get the ball rolling on that one. I'm gonna dip out of the Q&A for a little bit and hop back in the text chat. Give someone
All
else a
right, cool.
chance to throw their Q&A in there.
Got it. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, cool. All right, all right. So again, if y'all want to join in, y'all want to talk for like about a minute or so, that's all you got to do. You could just say how we were right now and just keep it cool and stuff like that. So, like I said, let me see. Let me look at the comments. Mandalorian and Iron Man 3. Oh, I mean, Mandarin and Iron Man 3 was big wasted potential. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. The way that they portrayed that character, I was like, okay, this dude's going to be a big, big threat to Iron Man. And what they did with it, I was like, what? Like, completely, like it was just, it was pretty cringe. I was like, what did they just do? Honestly. All right. So let's see. All right. So I see two people are pending right now. Let me let y'all know real quick. Again, come at us with, you can say what you want, feel free, but respectfully, everything. Please, if you're gonna troll, I'm telling you right now, I'm ready to ban you and report you. Don't try me. Don't tempt me, please. So if I let you on the stage and you could talk, we could talk for a few seconds. Say what you want, but keep it respectful. Do not bring anything or trolling or nothing negative, because I'm ready to report you and ban you straight up. Don't try me, please. Let's keep it professional. Let's keep it cool. And most of all, let's keep it enjoyable. All right. So I see the Punisher dude. You're coming up next. Let's see. I'm bringing you on stage. What's up?
What's up?
What's happening?
Nothing much. I'm just chilling and stuff.
Cool, cool. So what you
But
want to say to the audience?
I have my question is what's your like is it kind of like um what was it crazy how that the Peacemaker episode and the whole um you know the the what scene that was in there
Yeah.
got more praise than then Zack Snyder's, Zack Snyder's Superman and stuff. Just it was just kind of weird and stuff.
Right. How do you feel about that?
I kind of find it. I find it kind of like hypocritical, like to the people that like say, "Oh, James Gunn is the savior." I find it hypocritical, but it's just that why would you like celebrate somebody that that can't put his mind on what he wants to do with the new universe, but when it came to somebody that wants to bring his vision to a franchise, you're up in arms about it.
Yeah, I get you. Like,
Yeah,
which one? Which? All right. Which do you like? Both, or do you prefer one or the other?
DC,
Yeah,
DC universe, the DC DCU, the Snyder universe.
the Snyder stuff. Okay. And how do
Yeah,
you feel about what James Gunn is doing and how everything has been going with that?
just it's just going terribly to me.
Yeah. Do you think the studio can redeem themselves?
Not not really,
Mm,
because Warner Brothers is, Warner Brothers, they're just greedy. They
right.
don't really think what they're doing.
Gotcha. Yeah, I get that from you. I understand. But that's cool though. You know. But yeah. All right. So let me move on to the next person. Thank you for chatting in. If you want to go back in, you can just hit it again, and then I'll bring you back in if anything. So let me just give some chances to everybody else.
Okay, see you.
Cool. Thank you.
All right.
All right. So let me see. All right. So we got let me just let me see something. All right. So again, cool, cool, cool. That's how we got to do it. You see, you could talk, you could express yourself, and let's all keep it like we're doing right now. Keep it positive. Let's keep it enjoying, and just keep it fun. That's it. All right. So I see Jules. Jules, you coming up next again. No trolling, please. I'm telling y'all straight up before I bring y'all. If anybody's planning on trolling, you will get banned and reported. So don't try me. I'm telling you right now. So if I let you on the stage, I'm giving you the chance, all right? But do not push it, please. We're all enjoying this show. We're all enjoying, and instead of reading comments today, I decided to let y'all talk and stuff like that. So let me add you to the stage. All right, Jules, what's up?
Yo, can you hear
What's
me
up?
right now?
Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah, I was just wondering if my mic's doing well.
That's cool. So
Yeah,
talk to us. What's up?
yeah. I was wondering, like, overall, what do you think of Colin Farrell's Penguin? Because I think he was exceptional, and what I found interesting is like if we had the Snyder universe and we had like the Batfleck universe, we would have like never seen that performance of Penguin, which I think is like really good. So I was wondering, I know you're not the biggest fan of like the Pattinson universe, the Robert Pattinson Batman, but wondering what you think of that though.
No, he did a good performance. I don't knock him out for that and stuff like that. He did a fantastic job at Penguin. Yeah, I'm not a real big fan of this universe just because we've seen this already, with Christopher Nolan.
Yeah,
But I do like what he did with that character, how he brought that character, to this from this angle, if you want to say.
yeah.
And much love to him for getting the awards, and he's being recognized. That's good. He deserves it. And who knows what's gonna come next? I know that they're still talking if they're gonna do the next season. They're talking about that they might.
Mm,
Everything is right now up in the air. We don't know. So,
yeah,
but he
I
did a
don't
good job.
think, yeah, I don't think like if there's not going to be a Batman 2, I don't think there's going to be a Penguin season 2 either. That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't think so. For some reason, I think it's not. I don't know. It's just something seems like it's shaking.
Yeah, everything's like messy. I mean, I think with the Batfleck, like that whole universe, I think that could have actually existed with the Patterson universe, but the problem is just like Matt Reeves would just want to do like, well, Matt Reeves would have to do like one film. You know what I mean?
Right.
He'd kind of have to choose. But if there was, I don't know, if there was some way that like they had two directors, one person did the Batfleck film and then
Yeah.
someone did the for a Patterson, I think that could have worked. But overall, like my thing with like Robert Pattinson is like that Batman. I feel like they should have actually made it a bit less realistic. I think they should have been a bit more like, just a bit more like creative. Like, do you know Brian Azzarello, like the Joker comic by Brian Azzarello and
Okay.
Lee Bermejo? Have you heard of this?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so there's like he wrote him and Lee Bermejo, this artist. They wrote like a Joker comic, a Lex Luthor one, and then like Batman Damned. Have you heard of Batman Damned? That came
Yeah.
out. Like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
heard.
that one. That's quite gritty and like realistic,
Yeah.
but it's also got some fantastical elements. It still has Superman in that universe. Like almost every, Batman universe, Batman iteration in the comics, you kind of see Superman like exist in that world.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like we've like people talk about this often, but it's kind of like a obsession with the realistic Batman, especially like in films. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just feels like this kind of it's kind of a waste trying to go for like another trilogy with like another realistic Batman.
How do you feel about that now that you brought that up? Like you as a fan, how do you feel about what's going on with the brand with Batman, in the live actions?
Like you mean DCU or Robert
Either
Pattinson?
one, either or.
I think I like Robert Pattinson Batman, to be honest. I do like it. I don't think it's quite as good as Ben Affleck, but I do enjoy it. But yeah, my overall issue with that universe is just like I think they just should have made it a bit less realistic so they can just be a bit more creative and have like some cool shit like
Yeah.
I don't know, like Batman fighting like Killer Croc or something like that. Like make it a bit more like slapstick, you know what I mean? I could imagine like that version of Batman just fighting some like big, like massive Killer Croc type villain,
Yeah.
but
Now,
they
now
won't
that
do
you,
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
now that you bring that up, let me ask you this. How do you feel about with what they're doing now with the DCU with Batman Brave and the Bold that it's supposed to be, you know, I guess more like Superman in the sense of more comic realistic, I mean comic based, opposed to what they're doing with Clayface that's going to be R rated.
Wait, so say that last part again?
How do you think that this Batman from James Gunn is going to
Yeah.
fall into play with how they're doing Clayface that's going to be R rated?
Oh yeah, I don't get that because like what's going on is like first you have Superman, which is supposed to be like quite bright and optimistic. Then they make Peacemaker, which is like R-rated, and then they're like doing Supergirl, which is more optimistic and all that, and then doing R-rated Clayface. It just, I think it's just like James Gunn's ego was like trying to like just hog Clayface from Matt Reeves. I think that's what was going to happen.
I
Because
think
I
so.
what, yeah, because like if you watch, Aaron Fisher, the other
Yeah,
YouTuber.
yeah,
Yeah, he was talking about how like I think James Gunn was trying to like just take Clayface from Matt Reeves so he couldn't fit him into the Batman 2, basically.
yeah,
So like that almost feels like the whole point of what he's doing. But yeah, the whole tone and everything just feels like off in some ways, like this whole universe. And I'm pretty much in the same boat with you with the whole DCU. Like I'm not the biggest fan of it. Like I don't I'm not up to date with the DCU Batman. I don't know what's going on with Brave and the Bold. I don't really care that much because it just feels like it's not going to happen. It just feels
right.
like it's all just blowing smoke to like get hype. Like
Yeah,
everyone who you see who's like you a proper like who was a fan of the DCU, is fan of the Snyderverse, like we're all in the same boat when we're all thinking kind of just like yeah that just seems like they're just trying to get attention just like for no reason. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure. I get you. No, that's
Like
understandable.
yeah
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Well,
yeah
thank you for giving us your feedback and stuff. So let me give the next
yeah.
person some time.
Thank you. I was quite
Yeah, for
quite
sure.
nervous being here, but appreciate it.
It's cool. As long as we're here, it's all good though. Don't worry. No
Yeah,
worries and stuff.
yeah.
All right, so
Thanks a
cool.
lot.
Catch you on the next one.
Speak
Thank
to
you
you
for
soon.
watching. Also, appreciate that.
Thank you. You too.
Got it. All right. So let's see. Let's go to the next person. Samuel. All right. So I'm gonna bring you again on the stage again. Say what you want, but remember, keep it respectful, please. That's all I ask from everybody. So if I let you guys on, just keep it all, keep it peaceful. That's it. All right. So let's see. What's up? Talk to us. Samuel. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. All right. Apparently mic problems. All right. So let's see. TY, what's up? What's up, man?
Hey, CS, how you doing? And it's been a while. What happened
Yeah,
about
man. It's been a while, man. So how's everything?
yeah, everything is doing good and I just having in a new place, but I'm still living in Florida. So
Nice.
we found in a new place. It's a little bit cheaper because my actually from 12 years ago, I still live in the same place. It's a lot of fucking money. So I found the cheaper one. It's not that far. So I'm still living in Florida. So
Okay, cool. Nice, man. So
yeah.
talk to us. Talk to us. Let us know what you think of how everything's going on with with the industry right now.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I saw you the video that what you're saying and talking about James Gunn's Peacemaker in season 2. They're talking about, let's say, the commies that you
Yeah.
mentioned. They're talking about the Nazis part. It's like a Earth X. What the hell is this? It's like the multiverse.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
I mean,
disaster
I'll tell you.
universe.
I'll tell you why. There's something wrong with this person, James Gunn. It's so fucked up in his head, and he needs to be fucking straight up. That's not right, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Big time.
It was, and not only that, I saw your video. You talking to mention about that. No, nobody's mentioned it. What was the name of the director of the Flash? Andy
Oh, Andy
Muschietti.
Muschietti. Yeah.
Yeah, no words about that to working on the Batman,
Nothing.
the Brave
Notice.
of the Bold. And
Yeah.
then
Notice.
what happens next? That Matt Reeves. And then you remember the while ago they said if they're gonna do the sequel, the Batman 2, I heard that they said Clayface was supposed to be in this a sequel, but you never know what's happening. Clayface on his own movie in James Gunn's DCU. I mean,
Yeah.
that's something's fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Big time. For sure. For sure. It's
Yeah,
yeah. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
yeah.
Uh, like somebody said, Earth X was insane.
Yeah, it is fucking insane. But you got to keep in mind that also that I watched the different versions of DC, the live action shows. What was Arrowverse? It's
Yeah.
another version, but which has nothing to do with James Gunn before this just now.
Right.
And that's really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's James Gunn is
Yeah.
fucked up his mind. I was like, is he? Oh my god, this is not right.
Yeah.
I think Hollywood it needs to straight up and fire this motherfucker right there.
Yeah, it's gonna catch up. You're gonna see. It's going to catch up. Don't think that the other studios are not watching. They're watching everything unfold. That's what one thing we all have to keep in mind. Studios, especially if this buyout is going to happen, which is going to happen, I'm telling you, they're taking notes, and trust me, they are going to clean house. They are
Oh yeah,
going, yeah,
absolutely. I hope
you know,
Netflix or Comcast slash Universal is going to buy it out with taking over with WB and DC. And then
yeah,
also, the one that I saw your video mentioned that Zack Snyder's post officially it's on back on an Instagram. Am I correctly?
yeah,
So that big time right there is what Zack is working on. The last photograph when he's talking about the movie comes out before that it's something there's something about speak codes you saying there's three sheeps that
yeah.
Snyderverse will be restored. I guarantee it's some kind of like an Easter egg or something
There
that's
you go. Yeah,
codes.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's all. Like people are like, "Oh, what does that mean?" I'm like, if you know, like we know, then we know. But if we had to explain it, then obviously those are people that don't understand. What we know
Yeah,
that
but
Zach
I think I
always puts
understand
pictures.
that. I think I do understand that. So not just as because you have Trinity is Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, or references when it's that Zach was talking about three films: the
Yeah,
Man of Steel, BVS, and the Snyder Cut.
right. Exactly.
Right, but let's not forget there's a other three versions. I shouldn't have mentioned tell you this before this. How about Three Sheeps is talking about Zack Snyder, Christopher Nolan, and David Ayer.
Yeah,
Could be
could be.
that's the yes.
It could be. It could be a
Yeah,
lot of
that could
things.
be.
Or it could also mean too that he's just hinting at, hey, the number three, meaning a trilogy, of course, like you just said. I mentioned that also in the video. Or what if it's Justice League 2, one, two, and three? Who knows?
Could it could be. Yeah. The
You know?
Justice League 2 and 3 from Snyder's, and of
Mm-hmm.
course David Ayer's Suicide
Suicide
Squad.
Squad.
Not
Yeah,
the fucking James Gunn, the not
exactly.
God one. Yeah. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the 2016. Before it was the Ayler cut. That's what I'm
Right.
saying is yes.
Yeah. Anything is possible, like Ben Affleck said. So we have to see, and let's see, hope for the best. But we know it's gonna change very soon.
Yeah, big time, big time.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, thanks for joining. Let me go to the next person so we could give them some time to talk also.
All right.
All right,
Anytime you want. And if you need me, I'm still around. I'll focus on the different things. So what's going on. So keeping in mind, I'm still around. I'll focus on with the different videos, what's going on. And I'll keep in a pulse eventually. So you never know what's going to happen. But it's
cool.
take as a Snyderverse community right here, let's keep us on keeping on a focus on if they're going to Comcast and Universal. But I have a feeling that Paramount and Netflix, it's going to be the focus on the streaming, but I want a physical copy instead because
Of course.
Universal has that we mentioned at that point. That because I
Yeah,
want to get my hands on that.
for sure. We all do. All right, cool, bro. So I'll catch you on the next one then.
All right, I'll see
All
you
right,
around.
gotcha.
All right, see ya.
All right, so let's see. All right, we got Dennis coming up. Same thing. Dennis, what's up?
Hey, hello.
We hear you.
Yes, long time no see.
Yeah,
So,
how's everything?
I'm doing fine, thank you. So, I just wanted to make a comment about the recent Peacemaker review. That
Okay.
James Gunn has no fucking idea how to do a twist like that. Actually, scratch that. He has no fucking history idea. Because, all right. Let's just say they wasn't called Nazi Germany for no reason. The entire state revolved around their ideology. You're telling me that he was there for 8 episodes and he didn't realize he was in a fucking place run by Nazis?
Right.
It took this long that he never saw a single flag on a backyard or in the fucking government building he worked on and realized something was off? Hell, the viewers realized it beforehand, you know?
Yeah.
How much? So like, Gunn just came up with what I think is the most nonsensical twist in the history of superhero movies, the most whole field twist in history of superhero movies.
Yeah. It's a mess right now.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, I just had to go into this rant because it's not on
It's cool.
the twist is completely predictable. It also makes no sense inside the universe.
You see, that's what we're here for. So you can express how you feel. That's what we're all
Yeah,
here for. We all feel one way. Some are gonna like it, some are not. It is what it is,
I
but
don't. Oh, by
that's
the way, the
fine.
flag is identical to the man in the high castle.
Mm.
Identical. So
Oh,
Gun Candy came up with his own alternate history flag.
look at that. Look at
He's just fuck, I hate him so much.
that.
Anyway, in another subject, in terms of the buy of WB, I'm glad if Netflix buys it, I'm happy because they are close to Zach. If the Universal buys it, also happy he because Nolan works there, and he probably is gonna go for a war for in Zach's behalf, right?
Yeah.
And he is an advisor to the higher ups there. So yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I think the long night will soon be over. I hope.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I agree with you on that one. I can't wait.
Let's hope.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Anything else you want to add on?
Hmm. Not at the moment. Have to go to bed soon.
Oh,
Just came
okay.
here to say hi.
What time zone you're in?
Oh, I'm in Brazil.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Brasilia time at
Nice. Nice.
10 p.m. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. Wow. Okay. I'm in Florida, so yeah, that's you guys are like what, like 2 hours ahead of us then. Very nice.
Not sure. I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, about so. No, that's nice though. From Brazil. Much love
Yeah,
to everybody
nice
from
there in
Brazil.
Florida. I know you don't know if that's your area, but Miami Vice is one of my favorite shows. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, and we're getting ready for Vice City next year, so that new game GTA.
Look, if GTA Vice City doesn't have a single Pain and Gain reference, you know the Michael Bay movie Pain and Gain. If
Yeah.
they don't have a single Pain and Gain reference, I'm going to riot because that's literally the GTA movie.
Got it, man, for sure.
Pain and Gain
Appreciate
is the
that.
GTA movie.
All right, well, you have a good one then.
Bye.
All right, then. All right, let's see. Let's see. Demencio, what's going on?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
What's up, man? It's good
What's
to
up?
be on
What's
here.
up? Yeah, the same.
Okay,
Good to hear.
yeah, I won't be on here for very long, but
It's
I do
cool.
want to say I believe in we're still restoring the Snyderverse and release David Ayer's original cut of Suicide Squad,
Nice.
right? And I will say that I really think the first Suicide Squad, despite studio meddling, is still better than what people make it out to be. And I really wish we would have got more of Jared Leto's Joker, but I love his 5 minutes in the Snyder cut of Justice League.
Yeah.
And remember, I made a comment about the Arrowverse is better than James Gunn's takeover DC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't understand what people were not liking about the Arrowverse. They were saying the first couple of seasons of Arrow and Flash were excellent, which I do agree, and they really had a lot of they had all those cool crossovers. You know what I'm saying, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the crossovers in the Arrowverse.
Yeah,
Um,
they did.
and I
I
really
mean,
miss the Arrowverse a lot.
yeah, a lot of people are saying that also. It's just times have changed, I guess. I mean, I really don't even know what's going on over there anymore. I don't even think the studio knows what they're doing anymore, at this point.
Yeah. Um, oh yes, and I'm very glad I found your channel. Your videos, I click on them every single day, and they really
Appreciate that.
pass time for me while I'm cleaning up, doing my chores, or playing my video games. I'm a
Cool.
huge superhero fan, whether it's Marvel or DC, and I agree with you. I love Michael Bay's vision on Transformers. I'm so tired of the complaints of those about those movies. They had, and you know what? They had awesome action and more interesting characters. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. In fact, um, the second film was the reason why I started to get into more and more about Transformers, and I love the first one way back in the theaters in 2007.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Transformers: Age of Extinction is underrated, or should I say, overly hated.
Yeah, big time. I agree with you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's a good
And
movie. A lot of people don't understand, but it's really good when you really look at it.
um, but I used to think Transformers Last Night was the weakest. Maybe that's just because I think it's the longest runtime movie in my opinion.
Yeah, it
But I
is.
think over time it has grown a lot on me.
Right. Right.
Still don't agree it's the best one, but it has grown a lot on me. In fact, the special effects look way better in all those movies than probably than what we've been getting today.
Mm-hmm.
And the epicness of action is still amazing to this day. And it
Right.
just sucks to me that we never got what could have been how are they going to set up Unicron in that movie or
Yeah.
Transformers 6, the big bad guy of all Transformers.
Yeah, and I think that's where the downfall of the brand started because if you compare like real quick, now that you said that it was setting up Unicron, and what again, this is what the studio did, just like WB. They got in the way and they told Michael Bay, "Hey, look, we want to go a different route." They should have just let him do his thing and finish the last film before they did Bumblebee, because they already teased Unicron. But then Bumblebee came out, Rise of the Beast, and then Transformers One, and I'm like, what? Like three different routes that it didn't work. So I was like, why didn't they just continue and just finish it if they wanted to do that? But again, the studio just being the studio.
Hmm.
And how do you feel about Marvel?
I'm totally fine with Marvel. I still like to follow Marvel.
Okay, cool. So you like all the shows and everything that's coming from them?
Not no, not all the shows.
Okay.
I did not finish She-Hulk. That's all I could think
Okay.
of.
Did you make it far to the twerk scene?
Actually, that's actually funny.
Yeah, it is. I'm like, what
That
the
is
hell?
funny to me.
I was like, what? This is where we are right
But I
now.
still got some curiosity to see how that show is. Is it really as bad as people make it out to be? Well,
I
when I
never
have
watched
time,
it. I never
I
watched it,
just
so I don't know.
I don't have a lot of time to watch a lot of these shows. But when I do get
Right.
around to them, I do check them out for myself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it has to be. Sometimes we have to watch it, and we got to make our own final decision. Was it worth it, or wasn't? Like we have to just go by that, I guess. But yeah, all right. We want to thank you for tuning in. Then, so let me go to the next one.
No problem.
All
Restore the
right,
Snyderverse. Release the air cut. Thank you.
you already know it. Thank you.
All right, you can log me out.
All right, gotcha. All right, so let's see. All right, I see that there's Edward, but there's no. It says something about it needs a mic. So if you have a mic, I guess you might want to connect it because it's not letting me give you access to it. So let's see. All right. So let's see. All right, Jules, I'm gonna bring you back on. All right.
You
What's up?
know,
Yeah.
my phone's kind of low, so I might die, but
Oh,
I'll
okay.
try to
Gotcha.
keep going.
All
But
right.
yeah, I'm trying to pull up like a hot ticket. But is there like anything about like any little thing about the Superman film that you liked at all?
I'll be honest with you. Like I did talk about that in one of the videos that I did. Um,
Yeah,
before Ultraman takes off his mask, I,
yeah,
I like him. I actually liked Ultraman. Like that fight that
yeah.
he did with Superman in the stadium or whatever it is. And I know the engineer, she jumps in and stuff like that. But I did like the fight between both of them. That
I
was
thought it
okay.
was,
That was okay. I was like, all right, cool. Like I'll give
yeah,
him a pass on that one. But the movie itself, to me, no. It was just so messy. It was
yeah. I
the
get you
moment
100%.
yeah, the moment that they introduced them, the thing is with me, I guess like I look at it from, like of course from a fan's point of view, but I also see it from like, if I was making the movie, I would be like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't start it off like that because you have to keep in mind what's the audience going to think. You start off the movie with, well, it's already this character's already established. There's no
mm,
backstory to it. Not everybody knows the backstory of Superman. There's so many worlds, so it's like the average movie watcher isn't going to spend time. I'm one of them. I'm not going to go and see, okay, let me read this comic to catch up and see what this movie's about. No,
yeah,
realistic. We don't have time like that. That's for like the real passionate hardcore fans. So I respect that. I really do, to the fans that
yeah,
do that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I've said it plenty of times, I'm a lazy reader. I'm lazy. I don't like reading. I just don't. I've always had that problem where I'm like, "Ugh, I don't want to. If it has pictures,
yeah. I
I'll
get
look at
you.
the pictures. You get what I'm saying? Because I like the illustration, the color, or if it's
Yeah, I was
black and
kind of the
white.
same.
But yeah. When that movie started, I was like, okay, so this happened 3 minutes ago, 3 months ago, 3 days ago. I was like, all right, dude, like you lost me. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's like
the
algebra.
world of gods and monsters. Welcome
That
to the world.
yeah, I was like, oh my god, this is messy. And then the kaiju, I was
Yeah,
like, I like how they did that. It started off as a baby kaiju in the cage,
yeah.
and then it just went Godzilla, like it just went ham on the
And
city. I was
you know
like,
what I
oh,
don't get as well? It's like people shit on so much CGI these days, but then they don't shit on the CGI of this film enough. I feel like that
Right, because
kaiju didn't look that great
it
either. Like,
wasn't all that. No, like they could have done more, and it would have been a little bit more, I guess, realistic. But you can clearly see that they were trying to go a cheaper route, you know.
yeah, I mean, who the fuck were like shitting on the Doomsday CGI, but then like not saying anything about this kaiju or just other parts of this film? Like,
Yeah,
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 I don't get that. What?
yeah. I
Yeah,
was
what? Yeah, I
like,
mean,
I
what
don't
was
know.
it?
That I don't know. I'm like I have no idea. You know, like I'm lost just like that too.
Yeah. What did you think of Lex Luthor though overall in the film?
Uh, he was kind of meh. He had his moments that I was like, you know, when he really lost me, and I was like, okay, I'm
Hmm.
done. When towards the end, when he was talking with Superman, like he got
Oh
so
yeah,
I don't know, he got too I don't want to say political, but he just started going a little off rails in the sense where I was like, okay, you're trying too hard to be this character right now. Like I don't know, it was
yeah.
just
That
it,
felt more a bit like a cartoon, like from a kid's show
yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
It
Yeah,
felt it felt like a cartoon, just like a real life cartoon type of thing.
yeah, exactly. Because I will say though, like let's say the roles were reversed. Let's say Eisenberg's Lex Luthor was in this film, but then like Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor was in BVS. I feel like objectively, I do think some of the Snyder fans would like be like biased. Like they would say, "Oh, Eisenberg's Lex Luthor was bad and all this" if he was in this film. But then they
Right.
would say like Nicholas Holt's version is like good if it wasn't BVS because it's kind of like a natural bias. I think that's a hot take. That's coming from someone who is like more of a Snyder fan.
Yeah. And now that you said that, I do want to say this, just so for everybody that's listening, it's not the actor's fault. It's not.
Yeah,
On
hundred
this,
percent
it
not.
comes down 100% on the director. And it does, and not just because it's James Gunn, it always falls on what the director does. It's the director's job to entertain you and capture your imagination. I, as a moviegoer, if that doesn't happen, then it's not working. And a lot of people have the same thing. They're like, well, I'm just not buying it, you know? And it happens, you know, but it is what it is, I guess. And you know, that's what happens. All right, I think the connection got lost. All right, so let's see. All right, let's see. Okay, so Edward, what's up?
Yes, how are you today?
Good, good. And you?
Good.
What's
So
up? Talk to us.
are you looking for the snipers to be restored?
You already know it.
Yeah, hopefully they make Men of Steel 2 with Henry Cavill. Hopefully they make the Batman movie with Ben Affleck. Hopefully they make Wonder Woman 3 with Gal Gadot. And hopefully they make Aquaman 3 with Jason Momoa.
Yeah. What do
Yeah,
you think of how everything is going?
I just want like James Gunn to be fired. I want Zack Snyder back. He's the king of DC. He's the true king. James Gunn, on the other hand, he's just ruined everything.
Nice, nice. Now let me ask you this question, just because some fans might be like, "Oh, he's just saying that because it's a Snyder channel." Look, how you overall feel on what you just said right now.
I'm hoping it will happen.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
With the way that things are going right now, what and how long do you think this is gonna last?
Hopefully, like it's going to end here in 2025. Hopefully, next year, 2026, Zack Snyder is back being the king of DC.
Yep. Nice, nice. Yep. Yeah.
And also for that new Clayface movie, I was confused. Like, why is there a Robert Pattinson Batman logo on it? I'm like, what the heck and stuff? Because Robert Pattinson is not going to be Batman for James Gunn's DCU.
Thank
Maybe
you.
it's a Robert Pattinson Batman villain movie or something.
Who knows? And notice how now they're doing Clayface rated R, and they're gonna do the Batman now. It's gonna be a little bit darker and scarier. They're saying. So
Yeah,
what's happening with that? You know?
yeah, the Batman Part 2. Yeah. And have you saw the Penguin series?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, it's too bad. Sucks. The Penguin killed that poor Victor kid.
Yeah, I was
You
like,
know,
what?
I found a video of that. They don't think Victor isn't dead and might return as Robin to seek revenge on Penguin. Hopefully they'll add something like that for the Batman Part 2. I'm sure Batman will revive him, maybe with his gadgets of something.
Something. Who knows what's gonna happen with that?
Yeah.
You think they'll do a multiverse in the Batman?
Yeah, hopefully. Kind of similar to Spider-Man No Way Home.
But with the Matt Reeves universe?
I don't know. Wait for the Ben Affleck movie, like later in the movie comes out later.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But with like Matt Reeves and what James Gunn is doing and where they're heading right now, do you think they're gonna do some type of maybe a portal, maybe some type of a Dimension X type of stuff, whatever the hell they're doing right now?
Maybe, yeah.
You can see that happening.
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that right now. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Yeah,
Cool, cool.
yeah.
Sure.
So, how do you feel about that new Supergirl movie coming out? Are you gonna watch it if it's playing in theaters?
Nah, I'm not gonna watch it. I've
Yeah,
already
me,
said I'm not. I'm not. I don't plan on watching it.
yeah, me either. I mean, I wasn't planning on watching the Superman movie with David Consuet either, but I ended up watching it and I didn't like that, but it was okay. I didn't like the movie anyway. I thought the movie was trash.
Yeah. Did you like anything from the movie?
Yeah, I like the part when Superman yelled at Lex Luthor and say, "Where's my dog?"
That whole scene with the when he was drinking whatever he had in his cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also hopefully Jesse will return as Lex Luthor when the Snyderverse is restored. I mean,
Yeah.
I see him more as the Riddler. I don't know why Zack Snyder cast him as Lex Luthor. I'm like, what the heck? Isn't he supposed to be Riddler?
No, interesting. Now that you said that, before I did this live, I was looking at a video. I'll probably share it so you all can see with the behind the scenes. This Lex Luthor is actually, I forgot from what comic, but he actually is the way that he looks like in this movie with the long, red hair. And, pretty much this whole thing that Zach is focused on this version of, what do you call it? Lex Luthor, it actually happens in the comic. And I'm like, oh,
Uh,
okay. And the same thing with Jared Leto's Joker. That's why David Ayer went with that version. He's like
yeah.
he actually looks like that in that comic, at least from that specific version and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
and also, did you also know Lex Luthor has a father named Lex
yeah,
Luthor Senior, and he
right,
also
yeah,
has a son named Lex Luthor Junior, the third.
yeah.
Yeah, I think also in the old comics, like Lex Luthor, he also did marry Lois Lane. I mean, I just thought Zack Snyder should have added that to the DCU. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? When things hopefully go back soon.
Yeah, yeah. After Man of Steel 2 with Henry Cavill gets uncanceled, I'm gonna see it in theaters. Looking forward to see Superman fighting Brainiac.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But
Yeah,
Brainiac is also the main villain in Superman 2 with David Consuet. I think they're stealing it from Zack Snyder.
yeah. I think that's what they're doing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Hope
see what happens.
and hopefully the new Supergirl movie, hopefully it gets changed into a Supergirl movie with the actress, the one that we saw in The Flash with Ezra Miller. Hopefully they'll change it to that Supergirl movie.
Yeah, with Sasha Kai.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be cool.
and
Her
also
alongside with Henry would be nice.
Superman and Lois. They also had a daughter named Kira Kent,
Oh, okay.
and an imaginary like daughter named Laura Kent. You know, named after Superman's mom from Krypton.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm gonna fan cast like the one who played Sarah from Superman and Lois to that character, Laura Kent. You know, if Zack Snyder decides to add that character on the big screen of the DCEU.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have you saw Superman and Lois CW series?
No, I never saw it. I hear a lot of good things, but I've never. It just didn't get my attention, honestly. I don't know. I don't know. I've never been that much of a Superman fan. The only reason I like Superman is just what Zach gave us. But Superman's to me, I prefer more Batman. But I do hear a lot of good things about that show.
Okay, yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I mean, I just like Henry Cavill better. I prefer Henry Cavill.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I mean, Tyler. I think Tyler did a good job.
Yeah.
But I heard that he wants to play Batman in James Gunn DCEU. I'm like, isn't he Superman for Robert Pattinson's Batman or something?
Right? Yeah, yeah. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen and stuff?
Yeah,
We'll see. Well,
yeah.
my friend, thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So, yeah, I am very happy with how today's stream went today, and I do want to keep on doing more like this, the same way how we did it. Hopefully on the next one, more people could join and stuff like that. This was fun. This was interesting. It's always good to hear your opinion, and of course, to hear the voice of everybody, because sometimes reading the comments and stuff like that, it could be a little bit overwhelming, and it's hard just because you have to keep up time and things like that. But today was really really good. I'm very very happy how everybody did today's stream and stuff like that. And it's good to hear how everybody feels, and this shows to you and it proves to you that fans everywhere, all over the world, feel one way or the other, and it's good, And like for future videos, even if you support James Gunn or you're against him, I want to also hear from you. You know, like the way we did it today. We don't have to discuss and argue and like be rude to each other. No, how we did it today. Bravo to everybody. Even the comments. It's kind of hard to keep up with it just because you gotta multitask and stuff like that. But I've been seeing the comments and reading and stuff like that while people were talking and stuff like that. Yes, I did see your comment about watching Fantastic. I mean, yeah, what is it, Fantastic Four? I will. I'll have to check it out. I know a lot of people keep telling me to check that out. So that's something that I'm gonna add to my to do list, if you want to say, because I do want to watch it and stuff like that. You know, and I want to check that out also. Samantha, what's up? Appreciate you for watching also. It's good to see everybody on here and interacting and chatting and all this good stuff because we need it. We need it as fans. We need it as a community, and that's what I'm here for, to bring you know everything that we can within this community together. And again, we're not always going to agree, but that's okay. It is what it is. In the end, it's what we're here for. To express how we feel and stuff like that. What DC superheroes do you personally want to see hit the big screen? That's a good one. Besides Batman, besides Superman, besides Wonder Woman, Joker, the usual ones. I do want to see Scarecrow. I want to see Scarecrow brought to the big screen again, and I feel that they're sleeping on him. Um, you know, the villains, I would say Scarecrow right now. That's the main one. I do not want to see no more Two Face. I'm tired of seeing Two Face. I'm just tired of seeing the same characters over and over. What Christopher Nolan gave us with Scarecrow was awesome. What we saw in that show Gotham, that was good too. Firefly is another character I want to see brought to the big screen. We are supposed to see that in Leslie Grace's film Batgirl, but of course, WB did what they did and they threw that movie in a vault. And unfortunately, we haven't seen it. But hopefully one day, hopefully. Have you seen Batman Ninja 2? No, I haven't. Um, I could check it out. Yeah, that could be another one too. It's kind of hard to keep up with all these movies and animations and stuff like that. So, but I'll probably check it out also. Batman Ninja 2. All right, cool. Fantastic Four was straight. Uh, could have been better. Okay, cool. Good to see how everybody feels and stuff like that. Yeah, I know he's not a superhero. I know he's a villain. And he just came to the top of my head for some random reason. Let's see. All right. Yeah, Killer Croc's another one too. Killer Croc's another one that it's a shame that we didn't fully see him a lot in what David Ayer had. It would have been cool, honestly. It would have been cool. But it is what it is, I guess. Let me see. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, New Gods for sure. Directed by Zack Snyder, 300 style. Oh, that would have been dope. That would be dope, honestly. I'm telling y'all, with this buyout that's gonna happen soon, all of these things that we're talking about, plus more, I think they're gonna be coming. I'm telling y'all, it's the studio hears us. They're hearing us, they're watching us, they're aware. This is why they're preparing these bids, because once, I'm telling y'all, once we start hearing these bids, oh, you better hold on, because I'm telling you, it's gonna go ham. And these bids are going to be straight up like watching like the freaking World Cup, or the Super Bowl. It's gonna be like everybody's gonna be on the edge of the seat cheering, clapping, everything's just gonna be like, yo, what's gonna happen in the end? Hell yeah, you already know it. Ready the Armada. Um, let's see. You like Zach, but he can't direct everything. No, he can't direct everything. But he could oversee it, like how he had did with Wonder Woman, and what he did with Aquaman, the first one. Let's not forget he was involved in those movies. Besides producer and stuff like that. So, again, like Ben Affleck said, anything is possible. Scarecrow should return to the big screen. Yeah, big time. It's a shame we didn't get a lot of Scarecrow in Batman Begins, but for like, I think it was like what, like the 2 minutes that he actually appears in that movie, I was like, yo, like that was pretty dope. Let's see. We can get the New Gods movie. Still, all parts are there. Yeah, yeah. Who knows? Who knows what was supposed to be coming from the Nightmare timeline? So of course we know that falls into play. But with that, my friends, I want to thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna catch you on the next one and stuff like that. So yeah, for sure. You want to see Batman's monster villains? Yeah, that would be dope. That would be good to see and stuff like that. But yeah, my friends. All right, so I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Thank y'all for watching. Again, we'll probably do the same thing next time. I want to thank y'all for keeping it 100 on every way possible. We had fun. It was a good stream. Y'all stay safe, and until next time, peace.